So while the rest of y'all were dealing with fussy actors with such weighty demands like this,
I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
and other important on-the-job snobbery like, do the actors have to let the extras actually make eye contact with them when they're on the set? Rest assured, at Faced, we're going weapons, grade, and full scab to find you something great to watch. I mean, did these idiots forget that we're living in? We do not deal with demands.
4 weeks. 20 papers, that's $2.
Sorry.
And we do not
Negotiate with terrorists.
At least some of us are still on the grind, eating red meat, smoking cigarettes, counting flowers on the wall, watching Samuel Jackson flicks. Let's face it, man stuff.
Hold on to your butt.
Don't bother with Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan's best work is best revisited in Memento, The Prestige, or Inception. The studios made the cardinal sin of giving a cinematic genius too much money and Final Cut. In the biz, we call this pulling an Irishman. Nolan overpromised and underdelivered, torturing everyone with boredom. Gregor Jordan's 2010 Unthinkable is everything Oppenheimer should have been. Unthinkable opens with a bomb. Oppenheimer closes with one. And remember, kids, rule number 5 of phased filmmaking.
It's about to go off.
Always open on action. So, a homegrown American fanatic from the religion of peace named Yusuf has placed 3 nukes around the country. He's going to set them off unless his demands are met. Normally, this would be the plot of a dumb episode of CSI Miami as they race around the country until Boomsday. But the clever script by writer and actor Peter Woodward, yeah, the dude from Babylon 5, gives you a movie about potential nuclear annihilation that actually grips you to the last scene. See, Yusuf actually allows himself to be captured by an FBI team headed by Trinity. There's some serious doubt if Yusuf is for real or even playing with a full deck. At least until the feds trigger a freaking bomb that unalives 54 men, women, and children Yusuf planted in a local shopping mall. Trinity brings in homebody family man and mild-mannered torturer Samuel L. Jackson, known as H, to question Yusuf, get the locations, if they even exist, of the 3 nukes and save Team America from turning into Cleveland. This is where the director, Gregor Jordan, ass-blasts Christopher Nolan. In Oppenheimer, the only question you ask yourself is why does a guy who claims he's no commie sleep with so many commies? In Unthinkable, Gregor Jordan goes deeper. When do the ends ever justify the means? After the 3rd fingernail gets yanked out, you gotta start wondering how far do you go as a civilized society to stop evil? And is it ever worth the cost? There's a bit of a stumble in the 3rd act, but Peter Woodward's script recovers nicely. You know, I'm kinda suspecting old Galen from Babylon 5 might not be as lefty as his brothers in unemployment on the strike line. Hey, Pete, we're taking all scabs! Oppenheimer costs $100 million and lasts 3 freaking hours. Unthinkable costs $15 million and lasts 90 minutes, and I didn't get up once to go to the can. Unthinkable kept me wondering how it was gonna end. Oppenheimer had me wondering when it was going to end. Gregor Jordan keeps Unthinkable mostly a one-location flick. I'm a big fan of these because you can act them out in your local high school. Hey kids, next time your teacher slams you for your pronouns or tries to cast you in your annual non-binary reenactment of To Kill a Mockingbird, start a hunger protest to stage Glengarry Glen Ross, Reservoir Dogs, or Unthinkable. Oh, and tell them your pronouns are sir and master. This generally shuts that nonsense down, full stop. Acting-wise, there's not much to complain about. Badass happening, Samuel L. Jackson chews up every line he's got. And check it, Trinity has chops. I've doubted Carrie-Anne Moss's acting skills for a while, but she perfectly encapsulates the agonizing moral conflict in a game where there's no winning, just degrees of losing. Her final scenes in Unthinkable are heartbreaking, and let's focus on Yusuf, played by Michael Sheen. Not that Michael Sheen, this Michael Sheen.
The one that says bad motherfucker.
Why this guy isn't at least as famous as Andy Serkis is a true crime against humanity. Sheen plays him so expertly, his demands seem kind of reasonable. Every character in Peter Woodward's tight script has an arc, but props gotta go to Benito Martinez. This guy has
I'm not doing that.
one line and goes through an entire character arc spanning murky gray repulsion to salvation. One line!
I knew it. I'm not doing that.
The critics focused on the mostly unseen violence. Suck it! I sat through Infinity Pool, Cannibal Holocaust, and Captain Marvel.
That's great.
Okay, Captain Marvel was more violence against the audience. Oppenheimer has made close to $1 billion. Unthinkable only made like $5.5 million. That's a shame. Maybe there are some things that you don't want to think about. I don't know when the ends justify the means. All I know is when the credits come up at the end of Unthinkable, you know somebody has to. And you're glad it ain't you. Face it off. Pros. Sam Jackson doing the Sam Jackson thing. Boom. One location. Bam. No plastic wax manginas. Shazam. No commies getting some. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Cons. No Strangelove. Trinity, but no Keanu.
Bogus.
No gun fu. And still no boobies. Hey morons, forget about worrying about robots stealing your jobs. Put the boobies back, strike over, disaster averted. I think all of America can get behind that one. 4 Jerry Curl Sam Jackson faces. Check it out and get faced.